bed is very comfortable. Or should I say, was very comfortable. Look around this home.
I believe this man is severely disturbed.
You'll never have it again.
He's nuts.
Oh, and these clothes. These clothes. Not much of a loss here, huh? But that's only fair. Because you took everything from me and put me in a deep, dark place. But all you really did, Bobby, was give me plenty of time to think. And I did a lot of thinking about you, Bobby boy. Sort of thought you'd seen the last of old Randall Lee, huh? Well... Oh. Well, let's go see what there is to eat. Be seeing you.
I'll send the disc to the lab for a trace, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
I hung 50 to life on that guy.
Pending psychiatric evaluation. He was deemed a complete cure by the institution's chief psychiatrist, a Dr. Betty Van Beesbrook, released on her authority last week.
We should go talk to her.
He'd try and stop me.
In the meantime, we should move you into Eve's.
Eve's?
My living space isn't set up for two, but I'm sure we could work it out.
Yeah, anything is fine.
It was very nice of Stugowski to let you borrow some of Undercover's wardrobe stock. Ordinarily, it's against regulations, but you're the first officer in the department's history to have his house blown up. Although I'm unclear why you would choose an accessory like this.
So am I.
It'll be fun to have you here, man, sort of like a sleepover.
Sleepover?
Mm-hmm. They were very popular in school. I always wanted to go to one, but it would have blown my cover. We could stay up late and tell terrifying stories.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it will be. And I'll finally have somebody to sleep with.
It's a very complicated day. Whole world's upside down. You'd think they'd have bothered to tell me he was loose, but they never do. It's the same old story. Another psycho cons a shrink and gets let go.
Dr. Betty Van Beesbrook, this is Detective Bobby Mann, his partner, Sergeant Edison. Dr. Van Beesbrook heads the chemical behavior program at Salinas Penal Center.
No doubt you're feeling conflicted right now, Detective. Let me put you at ease.
Conflicted? About what?
You no doubt have verbalized the opinion that I am responsible for Mr. Lomax's crimes.
You are.
On the other hand, you're filled with unresolved rage at the person you think is responsible for the destruction of your house.
2 for 2. You want to go again?
Subliminal guilt for not putting Lomax out of society's reach. And last but not least, fear that you might not be able to resolve your hyperinflated male ego in a physical confrontation with your nemesis.
Sure. It's all my mother's fault, right?
Rest assured, your mother had absolutely nothing to do with it. In case you hadn't heard, Detective, Freud is dead.
Since 1939. Cancer of the jaw caused by an excessive consumption of cigars.
He was discredited years ago.
Ulysses S. Grant died of identical causes.
They found Sigmund's private letters. All of psychoanalysis turns out to be a fraud, a complete fabrication.
I guess that put a lot of your people out of work.
Droves of Freudians lost their licenses. Thousands of patients were freed and taken into real therapy.
Dr. Van Beesbrook is a chemical behaviorist.
You see, all people are intrinsically good, Detective. A criminal act, or any other neuroses for that matter, simply arises from improper brain chemistry. Fix the chemistry, and you fix the behavior.
So you fed Mr. Lomax some good chemicals, and then you released him.
Well, I couldn't keep him chained up. He passed the state criminality review. He was cured. In fact, he's prepared for a new and useful career.
Career? In what?
Chemistry. He studied by correspondence. I helped him with his math. All he has to do is continue a maintenance dose, and he'll lead a fine, productive life.
What drug is used for maintenance?
Thorpenzamine, 3 milligrams a day.
And what if he doesn't take it?
He has no choice. It's in a pump implanted in his arm.
Thoropenzamine is the drug that killed the drug bank technician.
Well, it's meant for the chemically impaired. If a healthy person took it, it would result in severe hallucinations. Unless treated, death would follow. But it's a moot point, believe me. Lomax simply can't get at the pump.
Because it's buried in his arm.
Exactly.
All right. From somewhere. Now. All right. Live from somewhere in the megapolis, it's showtime. All right. Live from somewhere in the megapolis, it's show. No.
You want to watch a game or something?
Oh, it's between professional sports seasons.
I'll take anything. Cable bowling, roller skating, high lie, sumo derby, moon squash.
You're rather willful tonight, man.
Everything I own is confetti. How would you feel?
I don't really know. I don't own anything of significance. Are you acting this way because you're hesitant about sleeping with me?
Who said I'm sleeping with you?
Well, Captain Clyghorn. She doesn't want you to try to track down Lomax on your own.
Oh, she thinks of everything, doesn't she?
Well, actually, I thought of that part.
You shouldn't have to give up your bed for me.
My bed generates a low-voltage electrical field. It maintains my skin tone. It would be less beneficial for you. Especially if you ever wanted to have more children.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the sheet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need that.
What's that for?
Modesty.
Modesty.
The only time you ever graded me poorly in your reports was when I failed to observe a high standard of modesty. I don't want to repeat the error.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What a night. I feel like I've been up for 2 days.
The latest research suggests that the real value of sleep lies not so much in the shutdown of physical components, but in relief from mental stress.
I dreamt about Lomax all night.
In that sense, you've been up for 3 days.
It's like he's crawled inside my head or something. Wherever I go, I hear that demented voice of his.
Morning, Bobby boy. How would you like to get blown up for breakfast? Now, where would a Looney Tune hide a bomb? That's what you're asking yourself. And your only chance to survive the next 10 seconds is to think like me, Bobby boy. Isn't that ironic? You're not even warm. And bombs do so much more damage in tight spaces. They'll be picking bits of you out of the ventilation. Why not try the phone box? Maybe it's in there. Ta-ta. All right. Live from some...
His arm is bandaged.
Right arm. That wouldn't be the one you sunk the pump into, would it, Doc?
I'd have to check my records.
I should warn you, Bobby. Forensics ran this for me after they dusted it. It's a wild ride.
How wild can it be?
All right. Live from somewhere inside the megapolis, it's showtime. I'd like to introduce my sidekick. Well, I'd like to, but I can't. He's dead. And speaking of dead, that's how I was for about the last 10 years or so. Timmy! What's it